Hello students, welcome to the science class. As you know, in the previous part of the chapter measurement and motion, we have discussed about the standard unit of measurement and the non-standard units of measurement. So in this picture, it is a measuring tape. It is an example of the standard unit or the non-standard unit. It is a standard unit of measurement. Okay, this instrument we are using to measure the length and it is a standard units. Now, and next one is cubit. Cubit is the body part. Now, we are measuring the length by using the body part. So, the cubit is the distance between the middle finger and the elbow. So, it is a non-standard unit of measurement. And this weight of 1 kg we are using to measure the mass of an object is also the example of the standard unit of measurement. So, in the previous class we have discussed about these. Now, today we will discuss about motion and rest. The normal. Now, motion, that means motion, an object is said to be in motion if its position is changing with the respect of another object with the time. If any object is changing its position with the respect of time, so it is known as motion. And the rest, an object that does not change its position or the place with the time of its the surroundings. So it is known as the rest position. If an object is not changing its position, so it means that the object is in rest. Such as there is a difference between the rest and motion. This book, it is on the table. So it means the position of the book is not changing after 1 hour, 2 hour, it will remain on the table. Same as that this bench in the park, it remain same on the park for many years. So that is they both are in the rest position. But the motion is object is changing the position with the respect of time. As the birds flying, a boy is playing with the football. That means with the time period, the position of the ball and the position of the boy is changing according to the surroundings. Now that the state of rest and motion of the body is related to each other. Types of motion. So we can divide the types of motion into translation motion, rotational motion, circular motion, periodic and non-periodic motion, oscillatory motion and vibratory motion, random motion. Now, translation motion is divided into two parts, that is known as rectilinear motion and curvilinear. So mainly we can classify the motion into 6 types: translational motion, rotational motion, circular motion, periodic and non-periodic motion, oscillatory motion and vibratory motion. Next, last one is random motion. These are the 6 types of motion. So today we will discuss about few. First one, that is the translational motion. When an object moves along in a straight line and all the parts of the object move in the same direction and cover the equal distance in a given interval of time. So that kind of motion is known as translational motion. Now it is divided into two parts, that is known as rectilinear motion and curvilinear motion. Rectilinear motion, when object move in a straight line, that is known as a rectilinear motion, such as the train is moving in a straight line. Athlete is running on the straight track. So it is an example of rectilinear motion. Curvilinear motion is a type of motion when an object is moving along a curved line, such as in this picture you can see the car, it takes a turn. So what kind of motion it is? It is a curvilinear motion. Now some more example of rectilinear motion, as on the parade that the soldiers, they are moving in a straight line. So that is known as the rectilinear motion. The motion of the soldiers, it is a rectilinear motion. A car moving on the road in a straight path, so that is also the rectilinear motion. Now the curvilinear motion. That means the object take a curve. The movement of the object in a curve path, as when the athletes they run on a curve path. That is an example of curvilinear motion. Next one is the rotational motion, when an object moves about an axis. Okay. Now, as this is an axis which is fixed, and this disk is moving around it, like the spinning of a top or like the rotation of the earth, because that axis is fixed and the disk is moving around it. So that kind of motion is known as a rotational motion. Okay, around a fixed axis, it is known as a rotational motion, as like the top and the spinning of the earth around its axis. These are the example of rotational motion. Circular motion, when a body moves along a circular path. When an object is moving on a circular path, it is known as a circular motion, such as this is now in the picture earth, and this satellite is moving on a circular path around the earth. So what kind of example it is? It is an example of circular motion. So that kind of motion is known as circular motion. Now students, please revise the taught portion. Thank you. Have a nice day.